Hello, there we are. All right. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please rise in body or spirit and let us sing our opening hymn together. My heart is open.
Heart opening song.
Heart opening song. Thank you.
My heart is open. Heart is open wide to the song of the earth. My heart is open wide to the song of the earth. My heart is open wide to the song of you. My heart is open wide to the song of you. My heart is open wide to the song of song. My heart is open wide to the song of my song.
Well, welcome everyone. I'm Heather Norby, your spiritual life director, but I don't see anybody in here that I don't know. I use the pronouns she and her. We welcome you into this sanctuary where we celebrate diversity and learn from one another, no matter our differences. And because of this, we deepen our sacred connections, and then we go out and we transform the world with love. We're so glad to have you here with us today as we awaken curiosity through spiritual practices. Today is what we call Community Sunday, a Sunday for building intergenerational community. We will have a shortened worship service, and then everyone, including any children who might wander in, are invited to join a small group for engaging in a spiritual practice. First, I would just like to draw your attention to your order of service. On the right side are announcements that Gail Rushford has very nicely put together. I encourage you to read those, to find at least one thing that you would like to do, and do that. Talk to the person that is indicated on there that has the information about that. I'm not going to go through all of those for you, so you can check those out on your own. I will, however, I just learned from our new friend Kim. Kim, can you raise your hand back there? Okay, because you're going to see Kim if you want to do this to get more information. But she just heard about a study in Bartow that is looking into those air taxis. I don't know if you've heard about the air taxis. So they're doing a study, and they're offering a $250 gift card for anyone who participates in this study.
It's actually in Auburndale.
Oh, it's in Auburndale. I'm sorry, not Bartow. Auburndale. So if you're interested in doing this, Kim has more information for you, but that might be something fun to do. Maybe it's a part of our awakening our curiosity. What are these air taxi things? And perhaps we can give our input as you use and bring our value of interdependence and equity and whatnot to the table, and answer some of their questions as we are centered in our values. So, very interesting. Thank you, Kim. All right, and the name tags. Hopefully everybody has a name tag. If you don't have a name tag, you can make one real quick from the stickers outside, or you can sign up on the sheet to get a name tag. And so we're just asking that you do wear your name tags. We've had a lot of new visitors, and we just have a lot of new folks in general, and you all don't know each other yet, so please wear them in the service, wear them in our groups, wear them in the social hall, and leave them hanging when you're finally ready to leave for the day. But that just makes it easier for everybody if we know everyone's name. Thank you. And I will be out of town for the next week. You can reach me through email. And Helen will be doing the service next week. Thank you, Helen. And in 2 weeks, I will see you back up here, and we'll be doing our flower communion. So please bring a flower with you in 2 weeks. Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to light our chalice. And, Sherry. Hi. Yay, Sherry's back.
I don't have everybody here on my email, but I try to email most people about the social justice committee meetings today after
Yes.
snack, because I was out of town the first Sunday of this month. So if you're interested, please come. We have planning to do for next month's Pride, and I would like input. It's not all, this isn't my committee, it's yours. So hopefully you can show up and help me out a little bit.
Yes,
Today after
please.
snack.
Please, after snack.
Our biggest thing of the year is Pride, so
Yeah.
our biggest thing we do.
Yeah, this is for the Pride in the Park, our booth, which is on June 20th. And so we need as many volunteers as we can possibly get. And yes, it's hot out there. We have electricity,
We do have a
so we can have fans. But we also have lots of fun, so please join us.
thanks.
Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we have no children yet, so I can't explain how to light the chalice to them. We'll do that another week. The flaming chalice is the symbol of this Unitarian Universalist faith. We light it each Sunday, as do UU churches around the world, to create sacred space, to connect us with one another, and to remember who we are as a people of faith. Let us center ourselves in love as we recite the covenant for the shared UU value of pluralism, and Jen will light the chalice for us. We celebrate two sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. We covenant to learn from one another in our free and responsible search for truth and meaning. We embrace our differences and commonalities with love, curiosity, and respect. Thank you. Well, let us rise up one more time to sing. This is, we're not going to sing Spirit of Life today. On Community Sundays, we're going to sing a song called May I Be Light. And it's a really, I think, meaningful when we stand up and we look around the room at each other while we sing. The lyrics are fairly simple, but they will be up there on the screen for us.
May I be light in you. May you be light in me. Into our hearts, into our souls, let love abide. May I be love in you. May you be love in me. From this place out to the world for all time. One more time. May I be light in you. May you be light in me. Into our hearts, into our souls, let love abide. Okay, guys, louder. May I be love in you. May you be love in me. From this place out to the world for all time. That was awesome.
It was indeed. Thank you. Well, here we gather once again, tucked back in this friendly neighborhood. between those beautiful tall pines. We are a small church with big aspirations, but we can grow into those aspirations when we give of our time, talents, and treasures. Delightfully, this is a relationship of reciprocity, for in return for our giving, we receive the gifts of a community, friendship, support, connection, and joy. This week, we're taking up a Share the Plate collection, and it's for what we call our Ministerial Discretionary Fund. This is a fund that I use when members of the congregation come to me and need financial support in order to help get them back to life, over a hurdle, back to being able to be healthy and well, and able to get to the next step that they need to get to in order to establish financial independence for themselves. And so this fund is built by those in the congregation that have the funds to build it. So that's what we are doing with our plate money today. So I ask that you give generously so that I can use the fund to help everyone in the congregation flourish. So the ushers will now pass our plates to receive your gifts. Thank you for your gifts, and please know that you can give to this fund all year round. We do have somebody that makes a $5 donation to it every month, and that, every little bit helps. So think about how you might like to help grow this fund. Thank you. Yes.
Whenever I put my pledge in, I ask for it to be put to that fund. So you can also say that if you want to change your pledge, like allocation.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please repeat after me. It is a blessing to be.
It is a blessing to be.
It is a blessing to be here.
It is a blessing to be here.
It is a blessing to be here now.
It is a blessing to be here now.
It is a blessing to be here now together.
It is a blessing to be here now together.
Thank you. Well, I see that my friends Rachel and Elizabeth are here. Would you like to come up and just sit in the front row with me for a sec? No? The kids, the youth, the younger folks, anybody, the young at heart. Right. Morning. There it is. Yay. Oh, how's it going? Yeah, thumbs up. All right, that's pretty good. All right. Well, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about our joys and sorrows ritual. Since y'all don't get to participate in it very often, sometimes you do, I just want to see, let's start with, what do you know about our joys and sorrows ritual? What's it all about? joys and sorrows.
I mean, that's a good answer.
It's true. It's true. That's exactly what it's about. So, do you ever get any of those colored stones at the entranceway? No? Yeah. I'm going to invite you to get colored stones at the entranceway today. And we don't have any labels anymore on what those colors signify, because really, it's up to you and what you're feeling. So you can look at the colors and say, you know what? Kind of feeling sort of, maybe I'm yellow today. Maybe yellow feels happy. Or maybe yellow feels a little bit, I don't know. It's up to you. But I'm going to invite you to get stones. And you can take, I would say, maybe one, 2, or 3, your choice. And then what we do is we make 2 lines, because we have 2 bowls of water. And then you get to mindfully drop your stones in the water. And you'll see there'll be other stones in there. And it's like all of our joys and sorrows are mingling together, right? Yeah. Does that feel any particular way? And this doesn't have to be just on Rachel to answer. Any of you can answer. How does it feel when you come up and put your colored stones in the water?
It feels like a release,
Release.
especially if it's a sorrow.
Yeah, especially if it's a sorrow. Healing? Community. Yeah, like knowing you're not alone. Being united. Community. Yeah. Intentional. Yeah. Like it's a moment to really think about how you're feeling. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what joys and sorrows is all about. So we're going to do that right now. And y'all get to do that with us because this is Community Sunday. So we're all in this together today. We're not going to send you out. And I've somehow messed up my script here. There we go. So I say these words every week before, and these words actually, I edited them a little bit, but they came from Abigail. She wrote them because I needed somebody from the outside to help me explain it to people, because I've been doing this for 20 years, and I feel like I'm not explaining it very well, and I have lots of people that go, what is this all about? So these words, I think, are really special because Abby wrote them. As a congregation, we come together in many ways. Through collaboration and commitment, we support one another. Our ritual of joys and sorrows allows us to put that into tangible practice, meaning we can touch it, right? We can touch those stones, we can drop them in the water. Our Joys and Sorrows book is an opportunity to share with everyone here something that is occurring in your life, whether that be an ongoing source of grief or something that made you smile for a brief yet memorable moment. Before the beginning of service, the Joys and Sorrows book is accessible to anyone, even you. Before the service, you can write down a personal joy or sorrow. It just sits back there when you come in, and I put it up here. Today is the 17th, so I have a few entries. From Jen. After an amazing growth week at a professional conference in Dallas, Texas, with friends and colleagues, I'm glad to finally be back. I had to take an extra week away because I developed a cough and within days learned that close contacts at the conference had both COVID and the flu. Ugh, it's still out there. I still have the cough, but neither of those. Thank goodness. Thanks for missing me. Well, missing you, we did indeed, Jen. We are glad you're back. And Jane says, today I'm filled with unbridled joy and gratitude for my UUCL family. Aww. And we are too, hearing that from you. And from Kino. I deeply appreciated last Sunday's service presented by Crystal and Heather, honoring a version of Mother God. She has many forms. Last Sunday was Crystal honoring Tara, a syncretistic or blended mother god of Hindu and Buddhist origins. Here we honor that there is divinity in femininity. We uphold women's rights, one of the features I think is sort of unique among American religions. Indeed. Thank you, Kina. I do have a sorrow that I want to share. Some of you may remember Rafi Alice. She used to be a member here. She left about 9 years ago. Anyway, I did hear that she passed away a couple weeks ago. So I just wanted to let those of you who remember Rafi know that this is after a long battle with cancer. So, yeah. All right. Well, I invite you now to get your stones and make your lines and drop them in the bowls of water. As I look at all those stones in the water, I see that we show up as a rainbow. And I think that's really cool. We show up together as a rainbow. Let us say our little prayer to one another. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Small prayer with big meaning. There we go. Today is Community Sunday, which means we're going to break apart into small groups for spiritual practices. And we do this because it gives us a chance to get to know each other better, to get to know ourselves better, to find ways to practice our values so that we're more intentional about living them when we leave here and go out into that world where sometimes it's hard. Even I participate in that road rage. It's difficult. I try very hard to go, okay, sacred being, all right, we're good. So that's what spiritual practices are all about, helping us just keep that frame of mind as we go out there. We have a lot of different groups that you can participate in today. So we ask that you pick one and stick with it. Let me see here. Yeah. So today we're awakening curiosity. So all these groups are about being curious, practicing being curious together in different sorts of ways. So our first group is with Isaiah in the sanctuary here. It's drumming. So what kind of curiosity thing you got going on with the drums? Got a big question?
Well, we just get in a circle and, we just play to the groove. And I'm pretty much giving everybody permission to fail because, it's just a drum circle, you don't gotta be perfect.
Well, I'm curious to see what kind of groove y'all can get into. Okay, Petra is going to lead a group out in the RE building. It's door number 4. And this is a continuation of what we did last week, exploring the 21 terras. Crystal left us her cards. And so you're each going to get a card, and there'll be some quiet meditation and some discussion about how you can incorporate something new into your spiritual practice. So Petra will be leading that. In the social hall, Adam and Jay will be leading a group that will be designing their own curiosity cards. Okay, I love this, because the idea first was like, let's make our own tarot cards or our own oracle cards, and they decided together, hey, let's make our own curiosity cards. I'm like, that's really cool. So if you want to join them, they'll be in the social hall. In the big RE room, that's door number 1, Melissa and Jerry will be building, engineering a home for a gnome. What does that gnome need? And we've collected lots of different materials from our recycling bins this week, and so it'll be building something from those materials for the gnome, figuring out what that gnome needs. I will be doing a little photo lesson outside on the patio. So, okay, it's hot, y'all. So you need to be a little bit heat tolerant and also a little bit physically agile, as we will be pretending we are possibly taking the picture as a worm or as a bird. So if you're up to it, join me out there. If you're not, that's okay too. And Helen has supplies for those of you who want to just work independently. Next week, the sermon that Helen's doing asks you to sit and write in one sitting 100 questions, and that's a lot. However, you can get started on that now. It's not technically one sitting, but you can try to write your 100 questions now today. Helen will have those supplies out in the hallway. And I think I got everybody. And then if you can't remember what I just said, it is in your order of service. So you can check that and pick a group. And then at noon, I'll ring the bell and we'll just go into the social hall. I'll bring a chalice in, we'll extinguish it, and have some snacks together. All right. Ready, set, go.